People of God, good morning. I greet you, good morning, and win today. Yes, this is our life given to us by the special grace of God. A lot is happening today. Challenges here and there, challenges in marriage, challenges in business, challenges in career. What do we do as children of God when things seems to not go our way? When challenges are all over us, when hardship and pain is all over us, what do we do? As a child of God, we know that being a Christian does not excuse us from going through perilous times. Christians all over the world in history have been facing difficult times. I looked today in the book of Acts, chapter 7, and I came across a story of an evangelist, a servant of God, Stephen, who preached and later was persecuted to a point where he was stoned to death because of the message that he preached. People of God, God chooses the path we go through in life. Our duty is to choose how we go through it. Yes, God chooses what route we are to take in life. Our duty is to choose how we go through it. We can go through challenges trusting, relying, and depending on God. Or we can go through challenges fighting, murmuring, complaining, name callings, pointing fingers at God and others. Stephen, in his trying time, persecuted, being stoned, ridiculed, he never looked at God in a bad light. He never looked at God in a bad light because he understood that perilous times are times where our faith mushrooms, be strengthened through trying times. When there is a mountain, our God does not carry us around the mountain, but He takes us through the mountain, through the storms, through the fire. When he was stoned, Stephen did not pray to God and ask that those who persecuted him be killed or stop what they were doing. He simply prayed and said, Father, forgive them. Forgive them. People of God, when we know that in our trying times, the Lord is with us, the difficulty of the situation will be lighter. For a Christian, the difficulty of the journey brings them closer to Jesus Christ. When things become difficult, we move closer to God. When there are sicknesses, when there are challenges, we move closer to God. We don't complain. Yes, our pain produces in us a measure of praise to our Father. How we react or how we behave in trying times simply shows who we are at heart. Yes, trying times have a way of exposing the content of our heart and our true character, who we are in God, and how we trust Him and how we rely on Him. Finally, in Acts chapter 7, from verse 54, that's where we find the story of Stephen being stoned to death. Does it mean if you are a Christian, you'll not face hard times? Does it mean because you are a prayer warrior, you won't face difficulty? No. Remember this. Anything close to God receives attack. Anything closer to God receives attack. Peter went through it. Apostle Paul went through it. All of them went through it. And everything that they went through qualified them for a greater position. Promotion before God. When we don't despair, when we don't throw in a towel, when things become difficult in our life, we prove to God and to others we are worthy of the cross of Jesus Christ. I want to say to you, hold on to your faith in the midst of all that you are going through, knowing that what you are going through will bear for you eternal fruit of righteousness in God. When we look back, we see behind us challenges, situations that could have destroyed us. Yes, David looked back and saw behind him things that would have broken his faith. But he says, it is good that I was afflicted so that I learn the statutes of God. People of God, when we see our challenges as means or tools of promotion, each time we face difficulty, we'll be encouraged. Our spirit will be excited and happy to go through them. Why? Because we know as we go through them, our character is refined. Our patience is refined. Our love is refined. Our faith is strengthened. In everything that you are going through, know that no trial is permanent. No situation that God cannot unturn. Yes, no situation is permanent. At God's time, everything is beautiful. At God's time, everything is beautiful. The beauty of life. The beauty of life is when we know that whatever we are in, whatever we are faced with, is not there forever. Yes, it goes along with the saying, tough times never last, but tough people do. Yes, situations that seems to overwhelm us, situation that seems to overwhelm us, those are situations that should cause us to pray the more, move closer to God the more. Stephen, as stones were being thrown at him, he did not see stones or death coming, but he saw the greatness of God. It was an opportunity for him to prove himself before Father, to show heaven and everybody how much he trusts and believes his God. Don't allow your situation to cause you to turn your back against God. See God in your trying times. Move closer to God in your trying times. Are you talking of Daniel? Are you talking of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? All of them, they trusted God when there was nothing to hold on to in terms of physical strength. They relied on God. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. I leave you here in faith, and I pray to meet you here again in faith. Shalom. Peace of God.